Hello, welcome back. Sorry it's been so long, I've been incredibly busy. So we have been predominantly back down at Fox Hunters the entire time I've been away from YouTube, but lots has happened, so let's have a little walk around and show you what's what. First things first, glazing went in on Monday. It is Sunday now. Well, they started on Monday, it took them all week, but they've got 90% of it in now. Last section of glass just to go into the frames are in, but it is looking really freaking good. I'll get a couple of shots and I'll chuck it in at the end once I've finished jabbering on a bit. But finally, right, plastering has started this week as well. So on Monday, two lads came in, spray plaster in here, which is why it's already white. So they've done their two coats, they just got to sand off, so it's really, really close to being ready for us to second fix now. So obviously first fix is finished completely. So we've been through now and cut all our downlights out as well. So we've got fire hoods. Oh, can you see? There's fire hoods up inside on all of those. We've been through and put our plugs on the end of all of the cables as well. So I think there's about 160 light fittings internally. But yeah, as soon as it's painted, we can literally just go around, plug all the lights in, and that's done. So that was actually, something it's taking Chris, one of my electricians, 2 days to go through and put all the plugs on. And now, between two of us in a day, we can easily go through and just plug all the lights in once it's painted. I've really wanted to get some more YouTube videos up, and been so busy. Oh, hello, trip up, going upstairs. But I've just not had the time, to be honest. Once I've finished jabbering on, you're gonna have a load of compilation clips of stuff that I've done over the last 3-4 weeks. So some of it will be showing stuff that pre-plastering, pre-windows, etc. But yeah, I thought I'd show you what we've been doing anyway. Yeah, in the plant room at the back, well, not the plant room, sorry, the server room. That's all finished now. So we ply lined it. Let me turn that around so you can have a little goosey. We've got black powder coated basket going up on the back wall. I did not spray that, it was bought like that. I will find out the brand and I'll let you know. I can't remember now. It was left over from another job we did a while ago. So that is designed for places where it's close to the coast and maybe potentially outside, so it's not going to rust out and fail over the years. So that's what that's for. So we've got some trunking in here coming along with our power supplies. Just need to sort the lid and end cap on that. I need an EM key switch for this one. So those are sockets for the actual data rack. There's a separate circuit for the CCTV system. We've also got the BT have been put in there, fibre, and we've got a connection there ready for that. So it won't be long now and I can actually fit the data rack, and then I'll get all of the 130 Cat6s patched in. But yeah, so boardroom and things are all done. Staff rooms, it's all tape and jointed, ready to be painted, plastered, sorry. So it really won't be long now. We're talking maybe a couple of weeks tops, and we'll be in full swing of second fix. But keep your eyes peeled. So in this video, you'll see, like I said, loads of bits that we've done over the last few weeks. But next week, on the weekend, again, there'll be video going live. As I'm going to on Monday, well, not on Monday, on Tuesday, I'm going to be starting in the plant room and getting all the boards put away. So I've got all the twin earths, all the SWAs. I'm going to actually start terminating. And I'll show you how I do that and keep it all tidy as well. So, well, I hope so anyway. Should be okay. But yeah, lots has happened. It's been really quite good actually. So we are on a tight deadline on this now. So we've got, as of today, I think it is, what is the date? Can I see the date? No, I can't. My phone won't let me do that. I don't know what it is. It's early June, maybe the 10th of June, something like that, 9th, 10th of June. We have got until the 29th of July to complete, handover, commissioned, finished. But realistically, that's not true. It's actually a week and a half before that, because the client needs to be able to come in, move all their stuff in, learn how to use the systems, check things are going to work for them. We can go through any sort of teething problems. So we've got until middle of July, so basically 4 or 5 weeks tops now to complete this, get everything in, finished and done. So yeah, tight one, because like I say, it's only me and Chris here. We've got a couple of guys still down in Sidmouth. They're working on the doctor's surgery project. I've not really done much on that because I'm not down there very much. I pop down there once every few weeks just to have a look. But so next week I'll be in the plant room. Week after that I'm in Derby for 4 days and Gloucester for a day because I'm off doing some more data installs. So I may well sneak a video in from that, see how it goes. I'm up there on my own, so it's going to be a bit. I probably will have the time to do it. But yeah, so I'll leave you with a bunch of videos of me doing shite from this week, and then I'll catch up with you in a bit. Right, so we've got loads of cables to pull in the same place, some of which are all coming off of the same drums. So we need to measure a few off. Now, all the ducts are roped in here. So if you look, we've got 2 ducts, one for mains, one for low voltage, or extra low voltage. What we're going to do, my way of measuring off, so they're roped at the moment, so we're going to pull from this point into the plant room with a Cat 6 cable, because obviously it's meter marked, so that way I can see exactly how long it is to this point, and then from there we can measure everything off really easily. That's my way of doing it, without having to guess how long the cable's going to be. We can get it nice and accurate. Okay, so we've measured off our cables. So we've got 3 2.5s that we've measured off to the right length. One is for the gate switch cable. We've got a 4mm for the gate power supply, so that's an electric gate. We've got 2.5 that's going to be feeding the sign lighting. We've got a 2.5 that's going to be feeding 2 bollard lights by the entrance. We've got a 4mm that feeds 2 of the column lights down the far side of the car park. We've got a 10mm that goes to a dual 16 amp hookup point. We've also got a 6mm that goes to a closer dual 16 amp hookup point, and another 2.5 just for these 2 column lights here. They've only got a 50 watt floodlight on each of them. So we've measured off 4 of the longer ones that we have got duplicates of the same cable size, and now we're ready to pull in. So what we're going to do, again, like we did inside, we're going to pull from a midpoint. So we've got all 7 cables here. We're going to pull them into the plant room, which is the hardest part because it goes around a bend, and the rest of the runs are straight runs, so we can backfeed the cut lengths. We've already put 2 of them in the full way, but we can backfeed the 4 smaller cables back through the straight duct down the long run, hopefully back to their final location with ease, because there's only 2 of us. That's why we're doing it. If we had more men, we would pull them all from their final locations. It would be a lot easier, but this should make it less weight for us to pull in. Okay, so for tying the rope onto the cables, get your length going down there. You're going to wrap it around and then loop it back in underneath itself so it's pulling on. That way, when you pull this, all it does is this gets tighter and tighter every time, so in theory it shouldn't come off. Alright, so you do that. You want to tape it up a few times as well, so I'll tape this as well just so it's nice and solid. But yeah, that's the best way to tie a rope onto a group of armour cables. Okay, so we've pulled in all the cabling on the front section. 8 cables in total. So that was 2.5s, 4 mils, 6 mils, 10 mils, all 3-core SWA. So they all come through here. So we got in the blue duct, my phone focus, there we go. In the blue duct we will have just 4 Cat 6 duct grade cables that are going out to where that sign is there. So we've got 3 CCTV cameras mounted on that post, and then we've also got a network cable which is going out ready for an electric gate to happen. So yeah, like I said, we designed all the ductwork system about a year ago. So when the ground workers have done it, they've put it in exactly as we want. So we've got 100 mil ducts for all our mains, a 63 mil duct for all our extra low voltage. And then we've got an additional 63 that goes on to where the gate is for 2 lighting bollards and a gate, and that's daisy chained on and also to the next pit. So we've got loads of options there. We've got 63 mil ducts to each of the lighting columns, and then we've got a 16 amp double hookup point there. Same again down the far end. There's Dad, a bit knackered? Yeah, it's freaking hot. What do you reckon it is? 23, 24 degrees? No, there is no breeze. It is complete dead area. Yes, so there's more cables there. That's the light ready, cable ready to come across for the bollard lights either side of the gate here. We've got a load of cables coming out of this pit here, which are, that is for the sign light, that is for the 2 column lights here, that is for the electric gate supply and the comms cable for this there as well for switching wires if they need it. That is also a 10 mil for the double 16 amp hookup point over there. Yeah, that's it then. So yeah, it's been pretty hard work. That's a long run. I mean, these 2 going to that bottom corner there are nearly between 90 and 100 meters. I'm not sure the exact length. So now we're going for this middle run here, which is picking up these 2 lighting columns you can see, and then we've got 4 bollard. I'll come and show you. There's 4 bollard lights down here on the corner of a bridge that goes over to the island. Whew, Jesus, it's so hot. Yeah, 4 bollards on the corner of this bridge going over this little stream. So, and we've also got another double 16 amp hookup point over here. So we've got a 16 mil 3-core armoured from there back that way. Again, that one's just about knocking 100 meters, that one. And same again, we've got another one that comes along all the way down this edge, sort of just at the end of where the red and white barriers are down there. We put a cabling in for a future column light fitting, and also power connected for another double 16 amp hookup point, and also one on this retaining wall which is fed through that side as well. So we've cored a hole through the retaining wall, and we'll just loop our cable around and up and into our double hookup point. So yeah, we've got a load of 4 mils to come across here now then, the long routes. We've got 10 mil, we've got 16 mil, all the way back underneath the building, up and into the plant room again. So yeah, we're going to get cracking. It's bloody hot. Okay, right, there we go. It is Sunday, end of day Sunday. It is now, what is it, 5:30. Cables are all in. We've pulled in, so between me and my old man today, we've pulled in 1200 meters of SWA outside. So that's 2.5s, 4 mils, 6 mil, 10 mil and 16 mils. Loads of them gone in. Yeah, 1200 meters. It's been really hot, and I'm not gonna lie, really bloody hard work today. We've got one just over here by the bridge that we can't get in because about 6 meters into the duct we cannot get it to budge, and we've obviously pushed it from the other way as well, and it is the exact same place. So it's either been crushed or a joint has been breached or something, we're not sure. So I'll have to wait for the ground workers to come back on Tuesday and get them to look into that. But yeah, so this is the bridge. So we're going to have 2 bollard lights here, one either side where the ducts come out there. There's a cable at that one already. Then we've got a cable that comes on the underside of the bridge all the way across, along with a 16 mil 3-core SWA. So the 16 mil 3-core comes along, and then literally just down here where this grass is, mounted onto the side of the concrete, which is about 1 metre off the floor. We've got a double hookup point, and then again at the bottom corners of the bridge there, we'll have 2 more bollard lights just to illuminate where the actual start and stop of the bridge is, because they're going to park caravans over here, and particularly in the winter, if it is darker, you know, with a lip like that and with how flimsy a caravan is, you could quite easily just rip the bloody thing in half. So yes, so we're going to make it as easy as possible for them. So likelihood of these lights getting hit, depends how good their drivers are. I'm told they're very good, so I'm hoping it won't happen. Oh, pick up the cable drum. Yes, so we're just going to have a bit of a clean up, get all the cable drums together, and go home and have some dinner. Okay, that's us for today. So we've, loads of armours in. Like I said, there's loads of 2.5s, 4mm, 6mm, 10mm and 16mm for various different things. They're all going to get glanded into the bottom of that trunk in various different places. A lot of them come across for here. So this is the external lighting panel and external power, so the 16 amp hookups all come back to there as well. We've also got a 25mm 4-core SWA there, which we pulled in, which is going into the main panel board for a sub main. We've still got 2 EV chargers to go in, which are on 16mm 4-core SWAs and separate 16mm earth. I don't need to put the separate earth in, but I like to do it. And then we've got a 2.5 to go out for a Clargester, and there's one more. What's the other one? Oh, and then we've got the network cable still to pull out to the front as well for the CCTV cameras and things. So we're nearly there with the cabling outside. Like I said, we've got a duct that's obviously blocked, which is a pain in the ass, but we can't do anything about that. So yeah, back here tomorrow. Hopefully it's not quite so hot, and I'm gonna spend a bit more time in there sorting out some emergency light wiring that we've missed. Well, not missed, but just not got to. And hopefully cut some holes out in the front of the building for the lights in the soffit, which are going to look really good. So yeah, we'll see you tomorrow. Okay, we're going to try and tidy up in the plant room a bit. So I spent yesterday afternoon. We've got all the twin earths glanded into the trunk in properly now. They're all hanging down inside the trunk in here, from all the boards ready, so that's tidied up loads. Cut off all the slack to get rid of that out of here. We've dressed the armoureds onto the new roller tray. Really great system. I'm going to try and get these all glanded off now this morning. Get those, so I've got 10 left to gland off. I think we started yesterday, made a start on a few, so we've got 10 left to gland off, I think, maybe a bit more than that, into the trunk in. So they're going to come up into this connection panel and into this distribution board, and then we're probably going to look at getting some conduit work up in here as well. So lots to do, but should be a good day. It's a lot cooler today, so hopefully it won't be too bad. Okay, there we go then. So armours are in, glanded off, ready to go. Whew. Bit warm today. So we've used the Met Pro roller tray. So it's the first time I'm using this. They really kind of sent me out a couple of free samples, and I went out and bought myself a roll as well. So this actually comes in a 15 meter length. So the bottom one there is 150 ml, and then you've got a 300 ml above. I believe they do a 450 as well. I think that's the only three sizes they do currently. So yeah, 150, 300, 450. So plenty of options. So it's designed basically for running on walls or floors predominantly. I don't see any reason why you couldn't use this on a trapeze system as well. If your trapeze is a fixed trapeze, so they're fixed into a concrete ceiling or timber joist or anything like that, I don't see why you could not use this and bolt it down with Zebedees like you normally would, or channel nuts, whatever you want to call them. Yeah, really good. So it's a perforated tray, much like a tray would be. It's got some punch. So let me try and show you. It's got some punched out sections here. Look, so cable tie can go up and behind. Or this here is I'm not sure what they call it, but you basically can thread a 6mm bolt right into that, so you can bolt things on there as well with gutter bolts, which is freaking ideal, I think. Yeah, I really like it. It's in terms of a cost comparison, if you weighed it up compared to running it in either a tray or a basket system, with what by the time you add on all the ancillary bits, so standoff brackets, hold down clamps, gutter bolts, blah blah blah, all that jazz, uh, they're basically the same price. It's just you've got to think about the time you're going to save installing this stuff, particularly on floor installations or wall installations. If you're running on this on a concrete block wall, if you combine this with either Hilti, spit gun, some of these concrete nail guns, DeWalt do one as well, not really good. But yeah, you can literally roll this out, boom, boom, fire, 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 all the way along the wall, easy, really easily. Because it's a straight piece of metal, in theory it should stay level once you've already leveled it at the beginning. I would check your levels as you go. But yeah, really good. And likewise here, I've just been able to screw it straight into the timber, bish bash bosh, not having to worry about stepping off or anything. The corners in there, look, you get really nice sweeping bends. So the time that you'll save manufacturing bends, or for those of you who don't believe in that, bolting on a pre-made bends as well. I mean, I think it is a fantastic product. And it's just giving me loads of options, where I can tie on and keep it all looking really smart. So it gets the big 5 stars from me in terms of durability and flexibility for just how you want to be able to use it. So yeah, really, really good product. I'm hoping I'm going to do a few more bits with MetPro soon, try out some more of their products. I'd really quite like to go and meet a couple of the guys as well and see how they do things. But yeah, so that's that. Armature all and glanded off. Banjos are underneath, not bolted up yet. I need to just get my drill bits, which I've I've not got with me today. So I've got brass bolts ready, M6 and M8, depending on the size of the glands. Bolt them through, and then I've got earth straps that are going to go up to the distribution board or to the terminals above. So we've got, this is for all the external power and lighting. We're going to have tails that come out of here into the lighting control panel, and then above that we'll actually have a terminations box as well. So because there are multiple lights on the same circuit, so we're just going to chuck a load of dim row terminals in there. We can link them out there easily without having multiple cables in a terminal. And then we can run it all off of the controls here, so it should look really smart. So next week we're gonna have a big day in here. I said big day, what a joke. A week in here and get these boards all buttoned up. So we're gonna try and get both these TPN boards and the panel board all fully connected. So we've got all the cables actually dressed into the locations now. We've got baskets stab off, and then they hop off and go into the top of the trunk in there, glanded off with stuffing glands or TRS glands, whatever you want to call them. So I'm pretty pleased with how it's coming along. Made a start on that wall as well. Got another TPN board there for the solar guys. So they've got 2 inverters, 4 strings in total. So they're going to have 2 3-phase inverters on that wall. We're going to have isolators and that. So I've got a 100 amp. Well, no, I've got an 80 amp supply feeding that board, and then they've got 2 32 amp 3-phase inverters off of that. So yeah, give it another week in here and it should look vastly different. But yes, so we've got a little temporary board in there at the minute, which actually is not powered up at the moment. As you can see, it's all opened up because we had to reuse the supply for something else. I can't remember what we did there, but yeah. Anyway, yeah. So we're going to sort this out next week. Big video on this next week. I'm going to go through these boards. We're going to get them all connected, dressed in nicely. We've got every core will be numbered properly. Yeah, do a really good job of it. I've got the time. I'm going to make it nice. Why not? So thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next week.